Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, this is the first time most of you will have seen what I look like. Now, this video is a surprise video, which I did mention in the community tab on my channel earlier on. We delayed last week's video. That's not because of this video, but we delayed last week's because I went for the claw, didn't get it, and I thought, you know what, I'm sick of this dragging on. I don't want to just put out a video that's like 15 minutes long of not any good content. I want to just get content this week and we'll make it a good video so you guys can enjoy it more, because I definitely value quality over quantity. But before we get into this video, there's a few things I'll quickly want to explain. Number one is the screen might look a bit orange right now. Now it definitely is. I picked up a webcam and my light in this room is just very orange. You guys can probably see that. So I do plan to get a ring light that will make it so the color correction is a lot better. In broad daylight it's fine, but right now it's not broad daylight, so we're just gonna have to deal. But this video, I don't know what I'm calling it yet. You'll know because you'll be watching the video. Probably something like the life of a Runescaper. Now, I got this idea from a friend of mine who is also in my CC. A lot of you may know him. It is by Will. He gave me the idea to do almost like a ramble video, but this is going to be a video where you guys get to know me a bit better, and it's just something to talk about. I'll just talk about stuff RuneScape, not necessarily just RuneScape. We're going to talk about gaming in general and just everything. But we're going to start off with, you guys may be wondering, what's my name, how old am I, where am I from, if you don't already know. Now we're going to start with the very basics. My name's Connor. A lot of people just call me Lemming or RNG. If you want to know me as Connor and call me Connor, if you're in my CC or whatever, my name is Connor. I am 23 and I am from the UK and the southeast of the UK. Now, just a little bit about myself. I'm currently out of work. I'm actually looking for work, but whilst I'm out of work, I'm making the most of my opportunity to grow this channel and grow a community with this channel, so we can get as many people that watch my content, as many people in the community that can make friends with each other as possible. That is like the ideal world for me. To build a community it'd just be insane. Like, for people to come together through watching my content and make friends and lifelong friends, I think that'd be such an amazing thing to see. People create friendships and whatnot. But the reason, if you guys may be wondering why I'm out of work, I do actually suffer with depression. That is the reason that I was out of work for so long. I've been out of work for 2 years now. It's kind of a touchy subject. I don't talk about it too much. But if you guys do want to know any genuine questions, then I'll always answer them. I'm not someone that will just hide away from it. But it's, at the end of the day, loads of people deal with this. But obviously, if there's something someone will ask and I don't want to answer it, I imagine most people understand that. So if there's any genuine questions you guys have actually got about that, just, feel free to ask me. But we're going to go on to like kind of what these videos are going to involve and what they're going to entail and how often they're going to be. I would like to do them once a month, probably at the end of the month. And the videos are going to have a bit of everything in them. Like I said, we're going to talk about gaming. We're going to talk a bit about myself, what's happened in the past month. That's what I'd like to do. Kind of like a monthly update if you guys are interested in my life and what goes on, and just if you're interested in something where you guys can kind of talk, because I would potentially like to get Q&As involved in the video. If you guys have got questions for me or questions just in general about my life or about RuneScape, you can leave them in the comments, and in the next video they'll be brought up. Also, if you guys have had any assumptions about me, I think it would be great to potentially read some in a video. So if you guys have got any assumptions about me, just drop them down in the comment section, because I'll read some out in the next video if you guys have got some funny assumptions and stuff like that. But I think it would be just so nice to do stuff like that. But moving on, we're going to talk about RuneScape. Now we're going to pop on RuneScape real quick, and you guys will see it right here. Then we're going to talk a little bit about what my plans are within RuneScape, because I may not have fully explained this to you guys before. And I'm also going to talk about what's currently going on to keep you guys up to date, because I don't really talk about it in videos. I don't talk how I'm feeling about the game. I did maybe one of my last recent videos, but the first time I ever spoke about like how I really feel about the current grind I'm in. But this is really going to be a place where I can kind of just tell you guys, like, if I'm really fucking hating something or if I'm loving something. Just, it's something for me to express my feelings rather than just like, I'm not hating on the game. Obviously I love the game, but obviously there's going to be times where you're going through like a bad stage of it or whatever, or really good stages, and I feel like this is a really good place for me to express those feelings. Now, I'm not going to show anything in this video that could potentially spoil anything for this week's video. There's a couple of things I've hidden so you guys will not see. There's no spoilers. That's just how I like to keep it. But we're going to talk about the Hydra grind. Now, I've been on the Hydra grind, it feels like for ages now, even though I haven't actually done that much KC. Now, if we look at my current KC, it would help if I was on RuneScape. My current KC of Hydra is in fact 947, which is a decent amount of KC. It takes a decent amount of time. Now, I figured out by the time you get to about 1000 KC, you've spent about 40 to 50 hours at Hydra, which is a fair amount just to get the drop rate for it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say obviously, but I haven't had the claw yet. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say if I've had anything or whatnot, but I haven't had the claw yet. I'm still trying to get it for this week's video. I would really, really love to get it because I think it'd be so nice. But Hydra, the problem with Hydra is starting it. Once I've started Hydra, it's nice, but it's just getting in the swing of things. Like, to actually start it, you got to have a lot of motivation to get there in the first place. But once you're there, that's it. It's really nice. It's also hunting the tasks. I've never been a fan of Slayer tasks and just Slayer in general, and especially when I need to get an item. When I was doing Cerberus, I had to get a Hellhound task, and it's just, you could go so long without getting one. And if I could just grind Hydra non-stop, I would have got this claw a long time ago, because it'd have been so much easier. As much as Hydra is kind of horrible to get into, like I said, once you're into it, I could just fly. I could do 1000 KC so quick if I didn't have to worry about Slayer tasks at all, other than the fact that obviously you wouldn't get the 15% bonus, but it is what it is. But other than that, let's just talk about some things that I've actually got from Hydra. Now, currently, this isn't really going to spoil anything in the video. One thing that's really, really nice that we've got from Hydra is, in fact, all of the runes that we've got. It's just made me feel like my account's going to be in a really, really good position once we get to the point of having the claw. Like, that's what's really nice. Hydra definitely sets you up. And I know it's a boss that a lot of people say, you know, you make so much money at Hydra, and goddamn, you make a fuck ton of money, and you get so many resources. Another resource that you get a hell of a lot of is actually potions, which you guys have probably seen in the last episode anyway, but we've got a few more. We're going to get so many more potions, so it's just going to be so nice. But you guys may be wondering what comes next. Now, I don't always talk about this in my videos, but one thing that I'm actually worried about is the Basilisk Jaw grind, because that is another Slayer task grind. And what I'm thinking of doing is going to Steve for it, because I've heard it's more common. I don't want to go to Vanica because there's a lot of shit tasks, and at least Steve gives some good ones. So that is one grind that I'm worried about, but that obviously will come next. A best in slot helmet, I cannot turn that down. But this is a big point. What do I plan to do with my account? This account, one day, I plan to max 100%. I don't want to rush maxing. That's not an interest of mine. Items are definitely more interesting to me than maxing. Like, maxing's sick. Like, everyone, you know, I'd love to max, but I think it's more impressive for me to have items on there. Not just, like, I'm not the sort of person that wants to get stuff to flex. It's just to say that I know I've got it myself. Like, it's happy for me to know that I've got, for example, I've got a T-bow if I had a T-bow. I've got God Wars items or whatever. I've completed God Wars, this, that, and the other. I would love to do parts of completionist with this account. But one thing that is going to stand in the way of that, and only slightly slow it down, because by the time we get to it, this account's going to be a lot deeper than it already is Group Iron Man. Now, Group Iron Man was announced last Saturday, as of this video coming out. Yes, first, you see this guy video on a Thursday night. Last Saturday was announced at RuneFest. I believe it was Saturday. And I've been waiting for Group Iron Man for so fucking long. Me and my buddy Joe are going to be doing a duo, and a lot of time is going to go into this. I'm telling you now, that is going to be pretty much my main account when it comes out. This account will be doing a lot of AFK stuff by that point. But I still will be doing videos on this account, don't worry about that. If you guys are here and not interested in Group Iron Man, these videos are still going to exist that I do for my current Iron Man. But Group Iron Man is definitely something that I am very, very excited for. I think it's a really interesting way of playing the game. It's going to be so much easier than normal Iron Man. And I'm going to be able to experience all these grinds with my best friend. Like, there's nothing I can complain with that. To be able to experience all the stuff that I've done in my Iron Man alongside my best friend, nothing sounds better to me. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a duo, all going to be recorded. It's going to be another series on this channel. It's going to be fucking sick, and I really can't wait. Now, we have plans for it. We've got names set up. There's things we're going to do. We're going to come up with a full, in-depth plan of how we want to do it. And we're going to go fucking hard, because honestly, we've been waiting for this for so damn long. And honestly, when it was announced, I was sitting there and I was just like, oh my God, it's actually finally happening. Like, it's going to be sick. This could be anywhere in 2020. No, luck, it'll be winter 2020, and it'll be another one of these fucking mobile things. But hey ho, that is what is happening with Group Iron Man on my channel, if you guys were wondering. And next, we are going to talk about something that I never get to talk about on this channel. Now, I play more than just RuneScape, and I imagine a lot of people do. I play a hell of a lot of games, and I always have done. I play games ever since I was young. I've grown up just with games. That's where my love of games come from, my interest of games, and the whole gaming industry within itself. But we're going to hop over now, and this is just something for anyone that's interested. We're going to jump onto my Steam, and I'll show you some of the games that I have invested time into on the PC platform. Obviously, this doesn't include console. I will talk a bit about that after. Obviously, I do invest time into other games. You guys already know that if you've watched my RuneScape videos, because you will have seen that I was tempted to do World of Warcraft videos, and I still am. I just don't know when I want to do it, or if I still want to do it, and what to do with them, because I've never done World of Warcraft videos before. I'm not like a professional World of Warcraft. I can't do all these guides or whatever, so I'm not 100% sure what I would do if I'd done videos. So if you guys have actually got any ideas, please do let me know, because I honestly haven't got a fucking clue if you would like to see World of Warcraft videos. But moving on to Steam, as you guys can see, this is in order of hours played. Now, barely any of this is AFK time. A lot of this is actually active hours played, because I'm not really a person that kind of leaves PC on, but I'd never really leave a game on too much. Maybe like some of these games might have accumulated like 50 max, and that is it. But as you can see, the top one is Path of Exile. Now, I am a fan of AORPGs. I think that's what they're known as, AORPGs, something like that. Action, online role-playing game, something along those lines. Basically, top-down, Diablo, Path of Exile. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but you get my point. Games like that I really do like. I would love for a Diablo 4 to come out. Diablo 3. Obviously, everyone, if no one knows about the Diablo, everyone says, oh, if people like Diablo 3, it's because they didn't play Diablo 1 and 2. And I played Diablo 1 and 2, and I still really love 3. So it's just, obviously, everyone has their own opinion. I would love a Diablo 4 to come out. It's just a really fun game, just a grind as well. You can just jump on and have fun. It's one of those things you don't have to worry about. Like, whereas RuneScape, you're in a grind. Sometimes you can jump on, you're in the middle of like a crafting grind or something. You know, you can't just jump on, have a bit of fun, because you're in the middle of fucking crafting. Now, next down is Counter-Strike. Now, I do play a hell of a lot of shooters. Some games aren't on Steam. Others that are included are, well, my main shooters are Rainbow Six Siege, 100%, that's probably my main shooter, and other than that, it is, at the moment, Apex. I got back into Apex just for a bit of fun, and I've been playing it with Joe, who I've mentioned before, and also Will, who I've mentioned before. We've been playing it, we're having a blast with it. It's really, really nice to play other games with people that play RuneScape. Obviously, there's a lot of people that play shooters that don't play RuneScape, or have never even heard of it, so it's really cool to be able to, like, just talk about RuneScape whilst playing other games as well. There's something that I really, really like. And as we go down the list, you're starting to see more games like Ark. I played a lot of Ark. I played with an old friend of mine, and we put a fair few hours into it. We was, if you guys have played Ark at all, we was an alpha tribe on the server, and it was really, really fun. But the game does require so many hours of play if you want to stay at the top. So I decided, you know, it was at the point where I was like, I just want to do RuneScape. Like, you know, I don't want to put this out time into Ark. I'm going to go over to mainly do RuneScape. I was doing RuneScape at the time whilst playing Ark. I thought I'm going to commit more time to RuneScape, so I just stopped playing. And as we go down, you're going to see a few Total War games. Total War is probably one of my favourite franchises of all time on PC. It's so fun to play a Total War game. I've put a lot of time into all the Total Wars across them. Probably Rome 1 was probably the time I put the most into. Honestly, that game was so fun to me. But I never repurchased it after that once I got myself a good PC. And the first one I purchased on this PC actually was Rome 2, it might have been. So it was quite a while ago still, but Rome 1 was the original. Nice, it's a throwback. H1Z1, I used to love this. This was probably I think this might have been one of the first shooters I played on PC. I played with an old Dutch friend of mine, and he taught me the ways of PC and how to be half decent on a PC with mouse and keyboard and shooters. Now, I've improved a lot since then, and it's really fun to play shooters. Potentially in the future, depending on how the channel goes, I might show some other gameplay of like shooters, depending on what's good at the time. As we go down, we'll see more games. I'm not going to go through all of these, but we're seeing these are just some of the games that I've invested time into. Dark Souls is a franchise I love. Most of my time is on console though, because it was before I had a PC. I played most of it, but I do have some time on PC, as you can see. Not much though, not a whole lot. Other than that, there's not many games here that I've played a hell of a lot of hours on PC. Things like Fallout. Now, I played quite a bit of Fallout. I say quite a bit of Fallout on PC. I played a decent amount modded. But pretty much all my game time with Fallout and Skyrim come on console. And when I found out about mods on PC, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be fucking sick. But playing through the game again, with RPGs, it's one of those, and I actually heard Sickner saying on this stream the other day, with RPGs, you'll play it for like a while, but then you'll have a break, and you find it so hard to get back into it, that you just never go back to it. And he said he was having that exact problem with Skyrim, and I can agree with that. That is definitely something. But I love the game Skyrim. I really want to play it. I've re-downloaded it recently after watching Signal playing it again, and I just want to do another playthrough of it. But other than that, there isn't anything really too interesting here. I'm just going to just scroll for now. But obviously, there's a lot of games I play. You know, I enjoy a lot of games. I have a lot of games on Steam. Now, as for console, this is where I actually met my best friend Joe at the moment. We was playing Call of Duty together. That's where we met. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 to be precise. We met playing a team deathmatch on Fringe. I remember it that well, and we both remember it, and we probably never forget it because it was just a weird moment. We were playing team deathmatch, and I thought, you know, let's just party up. We partied up. Ever since then, we've just been talking, and we both live in the UK, but we live quite a while from each other. And I was blessed, and last year I was actually able to meet him, which was absolutely amazing. And ever since we played that Call of Duty team deathmatch, we've been playing games. When he found out that I'd gone back to Runescape, he was like, oh shit, I played that when I was younger too. And we got back into Runescape, and here we are now, making a group Iron Man next year, which is going to be fucking sick, and you guys are going to love it. Other than that, World of Warcraft. Now, I've got to check my notes real quick. I've got notes for this. I will drag this onto the other page so you guys don't have to see. Now, we're going to talk about, obviously, World of Warcraft. You know, at the moment, I'm loving World of Warcraft. I haven't actually reached 60 yet. I'm really bad when it comes to role-playing games or RPGs, whatever. I create so many characters until I get one that I'm really happy with. And I think I'm there, but I'm probably not. I'll probably restart. I've currently got a Hunter. I'm leveling a Hunter on the Alliance side. I'm loving it. If you guys do play World of Warcraft and are from the EU and by chance are on the server Ashbringer, do let me know, because that is the server I play on. But World of Warcraft has been a blast. I've absolutely loved it, and it's hard to tear myself away from it at times when I know I've got to go do Hydra. I've got to admit that, but I still do it. Like, as the weeks have gone by, I've invested less and less time into World of Warcraft, but I really am still loving World of Warcraft. Other than that, I've talked about Rainbow Six. I played a lot of Rainbow Six. I really, really love it. I play with a couple of friends of mine. But other than that, I've just said that I love a lot of games and just stuff like that. Now, in this video specifically, I'm not going to talk about the past month, because this is just kind of an intro video as to what happened. I might do the one at the end of this month in about 20 days. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do it yet. I might wait till the month after. We shall see. But this video was primarily to explain a bit about myself, what this is going to involve, things I enjoy, what I've been enjoying lately, and of course, next video is going to involve pretty much what's happened in the past month, what's going on with RuneScape, what games I'm still playing, what games I'm still loving, what games I'm now hating or whatever, if there's a new game come out. There's just so much. And like I said, there's so much I could add to this. If you guys have got any suggestions as to what I could do with these videos, please do let me know, because any suggestions I would just take, and if I like them, I will definitely include them in the video. Like I said, if you've got any questions, throw them in the comment section. I will bring them up in the next video, which I know they will be quite far apart, but it will allow people to think of ideas, put them in, and then I can think about it, and then I can pick the ones I like for the next video. Obviously, they'll be a while apart, so hopefully you guys won't leave the channel by that time, but that is definitely the idea. And if you guys have any assumptions as to what you thought I was like, what I look like, anything like that, please also leave them in the comment section down below, because I will mention some in the next video if there are people that mention them. Last but not least, that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys don't think I'm an absolute freak. That is, that is definitely something I was worried about. People might think, oh, he's a fucking weirdo. He's a right nerd. But I am the guy that's behind RNG Please. I am the guy that you all hate for my fucking ridiculous luck on my account. It is what it is. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.